It is unbelievably Guitar Gods.
Number 5.
No, 6.
All right, George. Right.
We are back. Unbelievably, we've survived, and it's number 6.
If you've got this far with us, we do apologize.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
particularly episode 5, which was pretty terrible, I must
We
say.
did start with the greatest guitar though. And just basically ski down the hill. I mean, if this was an Olympic sport, we'd be told.
I tell you, it's a really good job no one pays for this, really, because they want their money back at some point.
I'll give it to them.
Take it.
There's no question asked.
Yeah, well, one day.
Right, okay. You ready for this one?
What are we doing? What are we
Stevie
doing?
Ray
What do you got?
Stevie
No
Ray
way.
Vaughan. Right, Mr. Texas himself. Who
Texas
does
Flood. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Texas Flood, is it?
That was the album, but this is Voodoo Child, and we
started the evening on Jimi Hendrix's Voodoo Child, didn't we?
We did. So this is actually, he's going to have to do something to get into the chart. But watch this. This is great.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Everyone knows he's unbelievable. Okay, let's check it out.
Right.
I have not watched this version of it, so that's
okay. So make sure it's loud. Make sure it's proud, and I'll count you in.
All right.
3.
Oh, blimey, you're keen.
I know.
Right, I'm ready.
Right, 3, 2, 1, boom.
give it back to you each and every day. I didn't need to take up all your sweet time. Give it back to you each and every day. If I don't see him in this world, see the next one. Don't be late, don't be late, 'cause I'm a voodoo child. God knows I'm a voodoo child.
Okay, that's guitar perfection.
That is a masterclass.
That is unbelievable. You know, that's like, I mean, we started the evening with a Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix, and maybe, we're on number 6 tonight, and it's Voodoo Child, Slight Return again.
There was so much
as good.
Well, there's so much, right? His tone was just phenomenal with the wah. His, he went light and he went dark. He went up and he went fast and he went slow or whatever. He had that all perfect. Some of the licks he got and the speed.
Yeah, he had extra bits that I'd never heard before, if that makes sense. Just
and the sustain, and he just waits and then he brings it up. And it's just, I mean, it was just and not one note wrong.
No, and that was what 10, 11 minutes long, or
that was
whatever.
live.
Yeah,
it's all round. Every time I watch it, it's just basically it's the ultimate masterclass of what you can do with the guitar. If you are not Hendrix, it's the ultimate student ever.
Yeah, that is guitar god number 2 right there. I
caught the fly with chopsticks.
It was amazing, and it was like, it was totally watchable. I was absolutely glued to the screen because the camera work was right on his hands and his fingers and his fretboard. And it was fascinating. I wanted to see more like the whole time, because it was just
some of the little things for me were the little trills and the little fills that he did when he wasn't doing a solo. So he just he'd bring it down, he'd just go ding like, and it would it was so quick.
It was perfect though.
And perfect.
He dropped them into the right places.
And they were just like, he was so in control. Just on a real quiet moment, and he's not doing a solo. He could do something just in a millisecond, a flash, and then he'd go again. And they were as exciting as the main solos,
And he had the coolest hat ever.
The bass player was good. The drummer was good as well.
I'm sorry, I was completely mesmerized by him, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, when it went to his hands, you realized, you could see then and link it with the music, and it was just, oh my god! And he died young. He died in a chopper crash, and
very sad.
Yeah,
but that was a great choice. That was awesome. So I well done. Good.
So
job.
Is it time for
bangers or wangers?
Welcome back. Okay, so now nearly impossible. It's like having Da Vinci painting, and then trying to get a forged Da Vinci painting and put them next to them, and they're so perfect. You can't tell which.
It was like a Da Vinci and a Van Gogh.
Right. Okay. Except for completely different styles. There you go.
But they were painting the same bowl of irises.
For me, it was Da Vinci.
Mixing my art metaphors and things.
It was Da Vinci and Da Vinci student, and when does the student overtake the master? Right?
You think so?
Yeah, they're painting.
This is like Karate Kid.
They're painting the same picture. When does the student overtake the master? Because it was so good. It was such a good solo that could Hendrix have pulled that one off like that, even though it was his song. The student had usurped the teacher.
No. Well. It was in its own right. It was amazing. The one we listened to earlier, the Voodoo Child on Maui, episode 1 of Guitar Gods. Check it out. He had like sounds as well that I'd never heard before. They were both in their own right. I think they stand alone as just masterpieces.
If you had to pick a more technical, cleaner piece, it was his. But I'm going to say it now, right? He played better than Hendrix, but it was Hendrix's song, and Hendrix was first. So it was the pupil taking the teacher's work and copying it and trying to do it better. And he didn't. If you put them side by side, he was better, cleaner, faster. I know it's better recording and this and that and better microphones, but it was phenomenal. But you can't score it as high as the original, because it's a facsimile of the original.
Yeah, it was. No, I mean, we're talking here guitar gods, and we're talking about the guitar, not the song, not the. We're talking the guitar, aren't we?
And Stevie Ray Vaughan is a guitar god. No. How could you not be with that performance? He was paying homage to the teacher, the master of them all. Okay. So it's nearly impossible to score. What did Jimi get? He got the ultimate. He got the biggest score we've ever given.
19.9. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave him a 10. I gave him a 9.9. Okay. Well, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Voodoo Child, I loved that. I really did. I thought that was amazing. So I'm going for the 10. I've got to go for a 10 on this one. Don't look at me like that. I'm going 10 because it was just perfection. If we're scoring guitar gods, that was Guitar God.
Right. He is a guitar god. He played better than Hendrix there for me because of the recording and the speed and the tone and everything. He did have pedals. He wasn't outside. It wasn't a Maui singing to a chicken. But Hendrix wrote it. It was Hendrix's song, and there were Hendrix licks in there as well. And Hendrix, there was no one before Hendrix who was doing that style. I'm giving him a 9.8.
Ooh, okay. All right. So let's get the computer going. This is a 10 and a 9.8. So we get a 19.8. Where does that put us on our what's the word? Pantheon? That's a word, isn't it?
I thought that was an Olympic sport.
Look at that. It is Voodoo Child 1 and 2.
Do you know what I take away from that?
What's that?
Voodoo Child's a great song to play on guitar.
It is a pretty awesome song. But okay, here's a question which is going to again show my amateur nature. Why is it Voodoo Child brackets slight return?
Because maybe in the studio they did another version of it. Who knows?
If anyone knows, could you tell? I'm sure if I went and Googled it, I could find out. But it's much more fun to read it from our subscribers.
Maybe
So
they didn't pay the correct postage.
It's slightly returned. Yeah.
Like slightly battered up, or maybe it's like trying to get your receipt and return label off Amazon.
It was pre those days, I think, wasn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe if he was Prime, it would just be it would just be instant return.
Instant return. Excellent. Well, please, if you're still here, we've been entertaining ourselves with guitar gods. We're now going to edit all this stuff together, and if you ever see the light of day, we welcome you.
And on that note,
like and subscribe, ring the bell. Yay, that's a bit flat. and our new email address, thenewthamesmen@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you, George.
Thanks, mate. Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Don't do it.